Welcome, beloved soul. Thank you for joining me today on this sacred journey. I truly believe there are no accidents in this universe, and your presence here is divinely orchestrated. If you found this video, there's an important message heaven wants you to receive about your romantic future. Take a deep breath and center yourself, for what I'm about to share may resonate deeply with your spirit. Before we continue, I invite you to type "open" in the comments as a declaration of your willingness to receive this divine wisdom. This simple act signals to the universe that you're ready for the truth that awaits you. When you type "open," you're creating a sacred space within yourself to receive the guidance that's meant specifically for you. Your heart has been carrying questions about love, about partnership, about whether there truly is someone meant for you in this vast universe. I sense the weight of those questions, the nights spent wondering, the prayers whispered into the darkness. Today I bring you a message of hope and divine confirmation. The divine realm operates on a different timeline than our earthly existence. What seems delayed to you is perfectly timed in the grand orchestration of your life's journey. Many of you have felt the stirrings of anticipation, sensing that something or someone significant is approaching. Trust that intuition. It's not your imagination. It's divine guidance speaking directly to your soul. I want you to pause for a moment and reflect on the relationships that have come and gone in your life. Each connection, even those that brought pain, served a purpose in preparing you for what's to come. Nothing was wasted. Every lesson learned, every tear shed, every moment of growth has been leading you toward the divine partnership that awaits you. Now, type "grateful" in the comments if you can acknowledge the lessons from your past relationships. This simple act of gratitude shifts your energy and opens the channel for receiving what's meant for you next. The angels have been working tirelessly behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, removing obstacles, and guiding both you and your future spouse toward each other. Yes, there is someone specific being prepared for you right now. This isn't about random chance or settling for whoever comes along. This is about a divine appointment that was written in the stars long before you took your first breath. Many of you have been feeling an unexplainable sense of anticipation lately. Perhaps you've been experiencing dreams about someone whose face you can't quite see. Maybe you felt a presence beside you when you're alone. These are not coincidences. They are divine confirmations that your future spouse is energetically connecting with you even before your physical meeting. For some of you, this person is already in your life. They may be someone you know but haven't considered romantically. The angels are asking you to look beyond your usual type and pay attention to the soul connection rather than merely physical attraction or societal expectations. Divine partnerships often surprise us, appearing in packages we wouldn't have chosen for ourselves, but that contain exactly what our souls need. Take a moment now and type "discern" in the comments if you're willing to look with new eyes at the people already in your path. This declaration helps sharpen your spiritual vision to recognize divine connections. Others among you will meet this person in what appears to be a chance encounter. But remember, there are no coincidences in a divinely orchestrated universe. That random meeting at a coffee shop, that unexpected introduction through a friend, that online connection that seems to have happened against all odds. These are the angels' handiwork. They're masters at creating these divine appointments, these sacred intersections where souls meant to find each other finally come face to face. The angels want you to know that this future spouse will be recognized not primarily by their appearance, their status, or their achievements, but by how your soul responds in their presence. There will be a sense of remembering rather than meeting, a familiar comfort that defies logical explanation. Your spirit will recognize their spirit from before time began. Many spiritual traditions speak of soul contracts, agreements made before birth to find each other and fulfill a shared purpose. Your future spouse isn't just someone to share your life with, they're someone to share your divine purpose with. Together, you'll accomplish something neither of you could achieve alone. This partnership has cosmic significance beyond what you can currently imagine. Take a moment to type purpose in the comments if you're ready to embrace not just the romantic aspect of this divine partnership, but also the shared mission that comes with it. Now, the angels want me to share with you some signs that will help you recognize this divinely appointed person when they appear in your life. Listen carefully, for these signs are tailored specifically for those watching this message. First, there will be an unusual sense of peace in their presence. Not necessarily excitement or butterflies, though those may come, but a deep, settling peace that feels like coming home after a long journey. Your nervous system will recognize the safety of their energy before your mind has time to analyze it. Pay attention to how your body responds around different people. Your future spouse will bring a calming presence that allows you to be fully yourself without pretense or performance. Second, meaningful conversation will flow effortlessly between you. Hours will pass like minutes as you discover shared values, complementary perspectives, and a natural rhythm of communication. You'll find yourself understood in ways you haven't experienced before. This person will see you, truly see you, beyond the masks and roles you present to the world. Third, there will be a mutual recognition of each other's growth edges and a commitment to supporting each other's evolution. This isn't someone who wants to keep you small or contained within their comfort zone. Your future spouse will celebrate your expansion and encourage your becoming. They'll stand beside you as you step into your fullest expression, and you'll do the same for them. Please type recognize in the comments if you commit to staying alert for these divine signs in the connections you encounter. Now, beloved soul, I must speak a truth that may challenge some of you. The divine partnership I'm describing requires that you first become whole within yourself. Your future spouse isn't coming to complete you, they're coming to complement the completeness you've already established. This is why many of you have experienced a period of solitude or significant personal growth recently. It's preparation for the equal partnership that awaits. The angels are showing me that many of you have been in relationships where you gave more than you received, where you diminished yourself to accommodate another, where you accepted less than you deserved out of fear of being alone. Those patterns were necessary lessons, but they're not the blueprint for your divine partnership. What's coming is built on mutual respect, reciprocal giving, and shared power. Take a moment to type worthy in the comments if you're ready to release those old patterns and step into the energy of deserving true partnership. I'm being shown that some of you are currently in relationships that don't reflect these divine qualities. This message isn't meant to create doubt or dissatisfaction where there's genuine love and growth. But for some, this video is divine permission to acknowledge what your heart already knows, that you're trying to force a connection that isn't aligned with your highest path. The angels surround you with compassion as you discern your next steps. For others who are single and waiting, the angels want you to know that this time of preparation is sacred. Instead of viewing it as a waiting period, see it as a becoming period. Every day that passes isn't taking you further from your divine partnership. It's bringing you closer to being the person who can fully receive and sustain it. The angels are also showing me specific preparations they're asking you to make to ready yourself for this divine meeting. These aren't about making yourself more attractive or successful in worldly terms. They're about aligning your energy with the frequency of true partnership. First, they're asking you to clear the energetic space in your life. This means releasing attachments to past relationships, forgiving those who've hurt you, and healing the wounds that might cause you to recreate painful patterns. Your future spouse is being prepared to meet the authentic you, not the you who's still carrying the weight of past disappointments. Type "release" in the comments if you're willing to do this important energetic clearing work. Second, the angels ask you to clarify your values and non-negotiables. Not a superficial checklist of preferences, but the core values that will form the foundation of a lasting partnership. What kind of relationship do you want to create? What spiritual practices are important to you? How do you envision handling challenges together? This clarity acts as a homing beacon, drawing to you someone who resonates with your deepest values. Third, they're asking you to cultivate joy and fullness in your single life. Your future spouse isn't coming to rescue you from loneliness or boredom. They're coming to share in the beautiful life you're already creating. The more you love your life now, the more magnetic you become to someone who will enhance that joy rather than drain it. Please type "joyful" in the comments if you commit to finding fulfillment in your present circumstances while remaining open to future partnership. Now, I want to address a question many of you have been carrying. When will this divine meeting occur? The angels want you to understand that divine timing cannot be rushed or forced. It operates according to the readiness of both souls involved and the alignment of circumstances necessary for your highest good. However, they're showing me that for many watching this video, the meeting is closer than you might think. The preparations on both sides are nearly complete. The exact timing depends partly on your willingness to implement the guidance being shared today. As you align with these divine principles, you accelerate the manifestation of this blessed union. For some of you, this meeting will occur within seasons rather than years. For others, there's still important soul work to be done before you're truly ready to sustain the partnership being prepared for you. Trust the timing without trying to control it. Your job is readiness, not scheduling. The angels are also showing me that many of you will experience a period of recognition once you meet this person. It may not be love at first sight in the Hollywood sense. Instead, there will be a gradual unfolding of awareness as you discover the divine orchestration that brought you together. You'll notice synchronicities in your backgrounds, parallel life experiences, and complementary strengths and challenges. These aren't coincidences. They're confirmation of the divine planning that preceded your meeting. Take a moment to type "trust" in the comments if you're willing to surrender to divine timing while actively preparing yourself for this sacred union. I'm being shown that some of you are worried about missing this divine appointment, that you might overlook or dismiss your future spouse when they appear. Let me reassure you, what is divinely orchestrated cannot be thwarted by human oversight. If you're sincerely open to receiving this blessing, multiple opportunities for connection will be created. The angels are persistent in their matchmaking efforts. However, they do ask you to remain spiritually awake and alert. This means being present in your daily interactions rather than constantly distracted by technology or mental preoccupations. It means being willing to step outside your comfort zone when divinely guided. It means saying yes to invitations that nudge your spirit, even when they don't make logical sense. Type "awake" in the comments if you commit to this spiritual alertness that positions you for divine encounters. Now, beloved soul, I must speak about the challenges that will come even within this divinely orchestrated partnership. The angels want you to have realistic expectations. This person is not coming to fulfill your every need or to make your life perpetually easy. They're coming to be your companion in growth, your partner in purpose, and sometimes your mirror for healing. Even soulmate relationships require work, communication, compromise, and continuous choice. There will be days when the divine nature of your connection seems obscured by human limitations and misunderstandings. In those moments, remember that challenges don't indicate a mistake in divine matchmaking. They're opportunities for deeper bonding and spiritual evolution. The most beautiful partnerships are those where both people commit to working through the difficult seasons rather than escaping when the initial excitement fades. Your future spouse will not be perfect. They will be perfect for your growth, and you for theirs. Type "commit" in the comments if you're willing to embrace both the joy and the challenges of this divine partnership when it arrives. I'm being shown that for many of you, your future spouse is currently undergoing their own preparation process. They're healing from past wounds, learning essential lessons, and being positioned geographically and circumstantially for your eventual meeting. Some are becoming aware of your energetic presence even before knowing who you are. They're feeling the same anticipation, the same spiritual nudges, the same divine preparation. In the spiritual realm, this connection already exists. You're already known to each other's souls. What's happening now is the alignment of earthly circumstances to manifest what heaven has already acknowledged. This is why you sometimes feel their presence or dream of someone whose face you can't quite see. Your souls are communicating across time and space, preparing for physical reunion. For some of you, there have been prayers specifically about partnership that seem to go unanswered. The angels want you to know those prayers were indeed heard. The apparent delay wasn't rejection, it was protection and preparation. Had you received what you thought you wanted when you first asked, you would have missed the far greater blessing being prepared for you now. Type "patience" in the comments if you can trust that divine delays are not divine denials. Now, I want to share some practical guidance for the period between now and your divine meeting. This time isn't merely about waiting, it's about active preparation and alignment. First, the angels encourage you to write down the qualities you're seeking in a partnership. Not superficial traits, but soul qualities. What kind of spiritual connection do you desire? What values must be shared? How do you want to feel in this person's presence? This isn't about creating a restrictive checklist, but about clarifying your heart's deepest knowing. Once written, release this list to divine care, trusting that what comes will exceed your expectations in the ways that truly matter. Second, begin relating to yourself the way you wish to be related to by your future spouse. Speak kindly to yourself. Honor your boundaries. Celebrate your achievements. Make beautiful experiences for yourself. This self-relationship becomes the template for what you'll attract and accept from another. Third, expand your concept of how and where this meeting might occur. Many limit their possibilities by assuming their person will appear in conventional settings or through traditional means. The divine realm is infinitely creative in creating circumstances for souls to connect. Be open to unexpected pathways and surprising introductions. Please type receptive in the comments if you're willing to remain open to the unexpected ways divine love might enter your life. The angels are showing me that for some of you, geographical relocation will precede this divine meeting. You may feel guided to move to a new city, change jobs, or travel to a place that's been calling to your spirit. These promptings aren't random, they're divine positioning. Your future spouse is being similarly guided, creating an intersection point in both time and space where your paths can finally cross. For others, this meeting will occur right where you are, perhaps with someone already in your extended social circle who you'll suddenly see with new eyes. The key isn't location, but readiness, the inner preparation that allows you to recognize and receive what's being divinely offered. I'm being shown that some of you have become discouraged by previous relationships that seemed promising, but ultimately weren't aligned with your highest good. Those experiences weren't failures, they were clarifications. Each one refined your understanding of what you truly need in a partner and helped you release attachments to what doesn't serve your evolution. Your future spouse will benefit from this clarity you've gained. You'll come to them not as a blank slate, but as someone who has learned through experience what creates healthy, sustainable partnership. This wisdom is part of the gift you're preparing to offer them. Type wisdom in the comments if you can recognize how your past relationships have prepared you for this divine partnership. Now, beloved soul, I must address something important. Some of you are putting your lives on hold while waiting for this person to arrive. You're postponing joy, adventure, and growth until your real life begins with them. The angels firmly redirect this thinking. Your life is happening now. Your purpose is available now. Your joy is accessible now. Your future spouse is attracted to your wholeness, not your waiting. They're drawn to the life force that moves through you when you're fully engaged with your passions and purpose. The most magnetic version of you is the one who is already living a meaningful life that they'll be blessed to join. So travel if travel calls to you. Start that business if entrepreneurship burns in your heart. Move to that city that intrigues your spirit. Deepen those friendships that nourish your soul. These aren't distractions from your love story. They're essential chapters in it. Type living in the comments if you commit to fully embracing your life now rather than putting it on pause until partnership arrives. The angels are showing me that divine partnerships often arrive after periods of significant inner transformation. Many of you have recently experienced or are currently moving through spiritual awakenings, career transitions, health journeys, or identity recalibrations. These aren't delays to your love story, they're prerequisites for it. Your future spouse is being prepared to meet you on the other side of this transformation, not in the midst of it. They're coming to connect with the person you're becoming through these experiences, not the person you were before them. Trust the divine timing of this metamorphosis. For some of you, the angels show me that healing family patterns is an important part of your preparation. Many carry unconscious relationship templates from childhood that create repeated disappointments in adult connections. Your willingness to identify and transform these patterns creates space for something entirely new to enter. A relationship not based on familiar dysfunction, but on conscious, loving choice. If this resonates, consider working with therapists, energy healers, or spiritual mentors who can help you identify and release these inherited patterns. This inner work doesn't delay your divine partnership. It ensures you'll be able to receive and sustain it when it arrives. Type healing in the comments if you're committed to this important inner work that prepares you for true partnership. Now, I want to speak about recognition. When you meet this divinely appointed person, there will be signs that confirm their significance. These aren't necessarily dramatic lightning bolts or cinematic moments. Often they're subtle feelings of remembrance, unexpected synchronicities, or a peculiar sense of timelessness in their presence. You might notice that conversation flows with unusual ease, as if you're picking up a discussion that began long ago. You might experience an immediate sense of trust that defies logical explanation. You might find yourself behaving authentically without the usual social masks or performances. These are soul-level recognitions that precede conscious awareness. Some of you will experience dream connections before physically meeting. You might dream of someone whose energy feels familiar, even if their face remains obscured. Or you might have waking dreams, sudden visions or knowing about the person who's approaching. Honor these experiences as glimpses across dimensions, souls recognizing each other before bodies have the chance. Type recognize in the comments if you've already experienced some of these subtle recognitions, or if you're open to receiving them. The angels want you to know that this divine partnership will both challenge and support your spiritual growth. This person isn't coming merely to make you happy in human terms. They're coming to facilitate your soul's evolution. They'll reflect both your highest potential and your deepest wounds. They'll celebrate your light and compassionately illuminate your shadows. This level of partnership requires courage. It asks you to remain open and vulnerable, even when old fears arise. It invites continuous expansion rather than comfortable stagnation. Your future spouse will love you too much to let you hide from your greatness or your healing opportunities. In return, you'll offer them the same gift, a love that sees their wholeness and holds space for their becoming. Together, you'll create a relationship container strong enough to hold both transcendent joy and necessary transformation. Type courage in the comments if you're willing to embrace this deeper purpose of divine partnership beyond mere comfort or companionship. I'm being shown that for many of you, this divine partnership will arrive during or after a period when you've fully embraced your spiritual gifts and purpose. Some of you have been hiding your true nature, your intuitive abilities, your healing capacities, your visionary perspectives, out of fear of rejection or misunderstanding. Your future spouse is someone who will not merely tolerate these aspects of you, but will celebrate and support them. They may share similar gifts or have complementary ones that create a powerful synergy when combined with yours. Together, you'll serve a purpose greater than your individual missions. This is why full self-acceptance and expression must precede this divine meeting. You're being prepared to be seen in your entirety and to offer the same complete seeing to another. This level of transparency creates the foundation for the soul-deep intimacy that awaits you. Type authentic in the comments if you're ready to fully embody your true nature in preparation for this divine partnership. Now, beloved soul, I want to address those who've had their hearts broken, perhaps multiple times, and wonder if they can still trust this message of divine partnership. The angels surround you with particular tenderness. They want you to know that past heartbreaks weren't punishments or indications of your unworthiness. They were necessary chapters in your love story, developing within you the wisdom, compassion, and discernment needed for the partnership that awaits. Those experiences haven't disqualified you, they've prepared you. They've taught you what love isn't, so that you can fully recognize what love is when it finally stands before you. The very wounds that seem to make you less ready for love have actually made you more ready for the authentic, enduring love that's approaching. Your future spouse has likely weathered their own disappointments and carries their own healing scars. These shared human experiences will create between you a compassion and understanding that couldn't exist without them. Your broken places will recognize each other, creating a bond deeper than perfect people could ever know. Type healed in the comments if you can begin to see how your past heartbreaks were preparation rather than punishment. The angels are showing me that divine partnerships often come with a shared mission or purpose that extends beyond the relationship itself. You and your future spouse will likely discover that your combined energies, talents, and perspectives create something powerful that serves the greater good. This might manifest as a shared creative project, a healing practice, a business with heart-centered values, a commitment to family or community service, or countless other expressions. What matters is that together, you'll contribute something to the world that neither could fully manifest alone. This shared purpose becomes a third entity in your relationship, something you both serve and draw inspiration from. It prevents the partnership from becoming insular or stagnant and provides a meaningful context for moving through challenges together. Type purpose in the comments if you're excited to discover the shared mission that will emerge from your divine partnership. I'm being shown that for many of you, your future spouse will arrive at a time when you've made peace with being alone, not resigned to loneliness, but genuinely content with your own company and clear about your worth regardless of relationship status. This inner peace creates the perfect energetic condition for divine partnership to enter. When you no longer need someone to complete you, you become available for someone to complement you. When you're no longer driven by the fear of being alone, you can choose partnership from a place of wanting rather than needing. This distinction creates the foundation for a healthy, interdependent connection rather than a codependent one. Your future spouse is being prepared in a similar way. They're learning to stand complete within themselves while remaining open to the beauty of sharing life with a kindred spirit. When you meet, it will be two whole people choosing each other rather than two halves desperately seeking completion. Type whole in the comments if you're committed to this inner work of becoming complete within yourself while remaining open to divine partnership. The angels want you to know that age, circumstances, past relationships, or current challenges don't disqualify you from this divine blessing. Some of you are concerned that you're too old, too young, too damaged, too set in your ways, or too burdened by responsibilities to receive this gift of partnership. These are human limitations, not spiritual truths. Divine orchestration accounts for all these factors. Your future spouse will meet you exactly where you are, with a heart prepared to embrace the unique package of your life with all its complexities and blessings. What seems to you like a disqualification may be precisely what makes you perfectly matched to their journey and needs. Remember that divine partnerships aren't about perfect circumstances, but perfect soul alignment. The very aspects of your life that you fear might repel connection are often what will create the deepest resonance with the one who's meant for you. Type qualified in the comments if you can release the belief that anything in your life disqualifies you from divine partnership. Now, beloved soul, as we approach the conclusion of this message, I want to speak about divine timing. Some of you have been waiting for what feels like forever. You've done the inner work. You've healed old wounds. You've clarified your values. You've built a beautiful life. And still, this divine partner hasn't appeared. The waiting has tested your faith and patience. The angels want you to know that divine timing isn't arbitrary or cruel. It's meticulously orchestrated to bring together two people at the exact moment when their connection can flourish rather than flounder. Often, what feels like delay is actually protection, preventing a meeting that would have occurred before one or both of you were truly ready to recognize and receive each other. In the meantime, they encourage you to ask yourself, what more is this waiting time preparing in me? What final lessons am I integrating? What last pieces of my foundation are being secured? These questions transform waiting from passive endurance to active preparation. Type "ready" in the comments when you can trust the perfection of divine timing while continuing your preparation. I'm being shown that for many of you, the meeting with your future spouse will contain elements that feel both surprising and deeply familiar. There may be unexpected circumstances surrounding your introduction, yet an immediate sense that you've known this person's energy forever. This paradox, the new that feels ancient, is often a hallmark of divinely orchestrated connections. Trust both the surprise and the recognition when they come. Don't dismiss someone because they arrive in a package or through a pathway you hadn't anticipated. Similarly, don't force connections that lack that essential quality of soul recognition. No matter how perfect they appear on paper, the divine realm delights in creative matchmaking that often defies our limited human expectations. Your openness to the unexpected creates the conditions for miracles to enter. Type "surprised" in the comments if you're willing to release your preconceptions about how and when this divine meeting will occur. As we bring this sacred message to a close, I want to leave you with a final truth. You are already deeply loved. Before your future spouse ever takes physical form in your life, you exist in a field of love that surrounds and permeates your being. The divine, the angels, your guides, your own higher self, all hold you in perfect love in every moment. This current experience of human love or its temporary absence is just one dimension of the multifaceted love that constitutes your existence. When you remember this truth, you can wait for your divine partnership from a place of fullness rather than lack. You can trust the unfolding timing because you know you're never truly alone or unloved. Your future spouse will be a beautiful, tangible expression of this love that already exists, not its source or origin. They'll reflect back to you the divinity that has always resided within you, helping you recognize and embody it more fully in your human experience. Type "loved" in the comments as a recognition of this truth that transcends all temporal partnerships. Beloved soul, know that the angels continue working tirelessly on your behalf, aligning circumstances, removing obstacles, and preparing both you and your future spouse for the divine appointment that awaits. Trust their guidance. Follow their subtle promptings. Remain open to the unexpected ways love might find you. And remember, The greatest preparation for divine partnership is to become the love you seek, to embody the qualities you desire in a partner, to offer to yourself the respect, kindness, and faithfulness you hope to receive. As you become this love in human form, you magnetize its reflection in the form of your divinely appointed spouse. May this message bring you peace, anticipation, and renewed trust in the perfect unfolding of your love story. Until we meet again, you remain surrounded by angels, guided by love, and held in the perfect timing of divine orchestration. Thank you for receiving this message. If it resonated with your spirit, please share it with others who might need this divine reassurance. Remember that by typing the affirmations throughout this video, you've created sacred agreements with the angelic realm. Watch for the manifestations that will surely follow. This is not goodbye, but simply until next time. The angels continue their work, and I'll continue bringing their messages. May your heart remain open, your spirit receptive, and your path illuminated as you journey toward the divine partnership that awaits you. Thank you for watching.